Hey beautiful souls, it's your girl Atiya, and today we are going to be talking about why you shouldn't tell people that you are a virgin. Let's dive in. So this one is near and dear to my heart because, as I've mentioned before in other videos, I feel like I created my virginity to kind of be a personality trait for me, and so it was just who I was, and I felt like I owed it to the people that I was dating to let them know that I was a virgin because I didn't want to mislead them. Now that I have shared my virginity with someone and I'm no longer a virgin, I see that consent is consent regardless. So the same struggles that I had of when I was a virgin and feeling like, oh, I don't want to lead them on, the same thing goes for when you are sexually active. You don't have to have sex with people just because you're sexually active. And I really think that during my sexual exploration of myself, I felt like, how do I put this? I felt like because I was sexually active, I then had to create an excuse for someone when I didn't want to have sex with them, instead of just saying, I don't want to have sex with you. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, literally, for whatever reason, I just literally felt like because I had done the actions before, I couldn't just say no. I had to say no, and why? Maybe to protect somebody's ego or feelings or to protect myself somehow. I really don't know. I think it really more so comes down to trying to just protect people's feelings, which is something that I'm working on. But 10 out of 10 just recommend that even if you are sexually active, you do not owe somebody your punani just because you shared it with somebody else you had a deep connection with, or whatever the circumstances were. Now that all that's been said, didn't even answer the question that was posed in the beginning, which is why you shouldn't tell people that you are a virgin. Now this is not to say you can't share with your friends, but also at a certain age, you don't really know, at any age, you don't really know who your friends really are. So you can share this information with somebody and then they can just blow it up in your face. And I know that I've had situations like that happen to me before. I think that I've just blocked certain traumatic thoughts out of my mind and certain traumatic memories. When you share that you are a virgin with somebody who you are interested in dating, it adds a different intention to that other person's agenda, 9 times out of 10. I don't think that everybody's the devil and everybody just believes that they're out there to take your virginity, but I do believe that there are some guys out there that will flatter themselves into thinking that if you show interest in them and then you disclose to them that you're a virgin, this is like, oh, this is my chance. Like, this is my shot. Like, I can be the one. I really think that it's their egos. And when it comes to lesbian relationships, because I lost my virginity in my heterosexual relationship before I lost it in my lesbian relationship, I can't really say that it's the same dynamic. I know that women do struggle with our egos too, but I just feel like it's just more prominent in men. So I'm just going to focus on my heterosexual virginity moment at this point. Yeah, I literally used to go around just telling every single person I talked to. And I also felt like I told the people that I was romantically speaking to because I didn't want the time to come to where they would want to have sex with me and then I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm a virgin. And they're like, well, I don't care, so we're gonna do it. Because again, that is not okay. That's literally rape. That's literally that's actual rape. If you say that you don't want to have sex and somebody makes you do that. So let's just put that out there. Again, just because you disclose that you're a virgin with somebody or don't disclose that you're a virgin with somebody, it does not give them the right to tell you what to do with your body. I just want to make sure that this is very clear because I feel like sex can be such an intimidating experience, and I just want to make sure that everybody who's watching this video knows how much power that they have. So yeah, long story short, I just feel as though when I would share that I was a virgin with somebody who I just started speaking to, that they would then make that their goal to be the one. And that's also super scary because especially in this day and age where we now know what narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths look like, these people are able to literally morph themselves to be what what we're saying that we want. Especially if you're naive, like how I was naive. I was literally telling people the kind of guy that I want, and they'd be like, all right, this is what I have to fake, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to fake, this is what I have to do to get into her pants. And they didn't succeed. I mean, my ex-boyfriend succeeded, but again, I feel like I liked the version of him that I had in my head, so it didn't really matter what he was acting like because I already had my own version of him in my head, enough to share my virginity with him in that moment. So yeah, I just want to let it be known that you can kind of put a target on your back when you share with somebody that you are a virgin. Now, this is not to say that you need to lie. There was also another question that came up to say that if somebody asks you about your sexual experiences, what should you say? And I just straight up say, set a boundary. Set a boundary. And that boundary is, I really don't feel comfortable talking about this right now. There are a lot of other things that you can talk about, so let's just change the subject. That's it. And if the person presses on, like, well, why can't we talk about it? They're a creep. Like, I just set a boundary and now you're questioning my boundary. You're being a creep. Stop. That's literally, that to me is verbatim what should be said. Not the whole creep part, but just, this is my boundary. I don't like to talk about sexual relations, whether it be with people I'm not dating. And you don't even have to give an excuse. Like, that is my point. It's like, it's your body. Like, literally, you could do whatever you want. But yeah, I don't feel like we have to lie and make up these like elaborate stories to prove to somebody that we are sexually active when we're not, because it's none of their business, literally. And I think that we should really, really, really put an importance on boundaries. And I think that's super helpful when you're a virgin, as to how far you will go. So I think that's what I'm gonna make my next video be about. Different types of virgins that are out there. Yeah, I tried to talk about it on TikTok, but I had to kind of censor myself. So let's try it out and see. Yes, I love y'all so much. Please give yourself a hug for me.